This is the Two Moody Chicks podcast,
the lifestyle podcast brought to you by the sister duo Quinda and Sita.
From travel to beauty to events to entrepreneurship.
We are your hosts, and we will cover it all.
Hey y'all, it's your girls, the Two Moody Chicks. It's your girl Quinda.
And your girl Sita.
And today we're going to be talking about the age of Aquarius. People are being exposed. So first up, we're going to talk about the infamous Club Shay Shay Katt Williams interview, y'all. Mm-hmm. I told Sita when that interview dropped, I was hooked. Yes. Like I watched it, I think probably in 2 sittings because I was at work and then I came home, or the next day I went to work and watched the rest of it. So it's like I knew heads was gonna roll. I had never seen an interview get talked about for that long.
No.
Like people are still referencing clips from that interview.
It's still hot.
It's still hot.
It's like millions at this point.
Yes. Shannon Sharpe said he made so much. He said he made more money off that interview than he made in all his years in the NFL. He struck gold. I said, I hope crazy. He sent Katt a little something too.
I hope he did too.
Even though Katt Williams probably wouldn't take it though, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Katt Williams let some cats out the bag. He gave us the infamous, because P Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. I did.
Can't party with P Diddy.
He gave us so many moments in that interview with
the whole interview was a moment.
For like, real. The whole, it came on rocking. Yeah. You know, the fat phase on lie. Like Katt Williams gave us so, but he said, y'all, Katt Williams said the big dick deviance was going to be exposed this year. And he was not lying. Katt Williams, he kind of literally set the foundation for how this year was going to roll out.
He really did. On day, what's that, day 1 or day 2?
Oh my God. It was early in the year.
It was like day 2.
It was so early in the year. But he basically was saying that this is the year of exposure. This is the year that a lot of people are going to get exposed.
It's happening.
Yeah.
People get exposed left and right.
It's so much. Yeah. You know, I just thought about something. Even in the United Kingdom with Princess Kate and Princess William and stuff.
What's going on there?
When didn't nobody see her for months, and they basically forced them to tell something what was going on. You know, like even though like leave it to the conspiracy theorists, it might not be what they say it is, but you know, at least they came out and said something. But it's like this year, people are not. You cannot sweep nothing under the rug. I don't know.
And if you have been sweeping stuff under the rug for the longest, you might want to be a little scared right now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Know. Somebody knows. Whenever you do anything, there's always somebody that knows, and that's the scariest part of this all. Like you may go unnoticed for a long time, but not forever.
It's always somebody watching. Knows. Yes, yeah. So that Katt Williams interview, that will forever live in infamy.
I guess they thought he would never talk.
It will live in infamy forever. He dropped so many names. And you know how some people...
He wasn't afraid to drop the names.
No, I was going to say, you know how some people are, I'm exposed. But they were, I ain't going to say no names. Well, you didn't really expose. You left it to our imagination and you left it to our understanding. We could be totally wrong. We could be blaming somebody that don't need to be blamed. He let it out. He said, I'm putting a stamp on it. He put the names out. He gave time frames.
What's crazy is nobody really has disputed him. I mean, you got people who have shown like their displays of anger, they don't like it, but nobody can drop actual receipts on anything that this man has said. That's not factual.
Katt Williams came out and he said he came out swinging, but see the thing is, he said he would have never did that interview had people not sat on Shannon Sharpe's couch and talked about him first.
Well, they back him up into a corner. That's what I always say. That's what you don't do to people.
You don't
make it to where they ain't got nothing to lose.
No.
Because then how you gonna have something?
But see, Katt, he can always sell out a stadium because he's funny. He's funny. He can go on tour at any time and get his coins. And I think they forgot about that. I think they forgot that no matter what, Katt Williams has always been a staple in the Black community. He's always been one of the top comedians. White people go see Katt Williams, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he's one of those people, when he talk, people gonna listen.
Right, yeah.
And I don't think they thought about that before, you know, mentioning his name on that couch. And I don't think they thought his interview was going to go viral like that. But see, and like he told Shannon, when Shannon tried to play him a little bit on that drink, you got to stop drinking. He said, you've had more than me. Look at your bottle and look at mine. See, Katt Williams came on there with a sober mind. He knew.
And then I don't think people really paid attention to just how smart he is. Like,
But I've heard him speak throughout the years. I'm like, you could tell this man not no fool. Like you could tell he one of the people he think before he
circles around you.
Yeah, he thinks before he starts talking. Like he literally is processing his his statements as he's saying it. Mm-hmm. Even before, like he'd take a little pause. He'd be like, that's an interesting thing, like, mm-hmm. Or he'd sit back and analyze what the other person said. He said, you didn't take me as the type that's is sympathetic towards losers or something.
He ate him up real fast. I said, Lord.
So Katt, he came with it, to where points Shannon Sharpe was so far back up in that sofa. I said, if he sink any further, he was just like.
He made him uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He was uncomfy.
He was, Katt Williams let him have it, but he respectfully, like when he felt, challenged on something, he didn't hesitate to push back and be like, no, this is exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
And then right after that was Monique's interview.
Yeah.
Now that one went viral, but it didn't go as viral.
At that point, Katt opened the doors for so many people to come out with their stories. Everybody,
I'm ready
to tell my story. Everybody ready at this point. I'm ready to tell some stories.
From now on, that couch should be christened. That couch is the truth-telling couch. Like when people get on that couch, it's like something come over it. Like Monique said, like I feel spirit of Katt Williams. Like, like people literally, they sit on that couch. It's like they start talking. Yeah. They start talking. Yeah. And Katt Williams opened that door for people to say how they was feeling. Because for so long, people in the industry felt some type of way and didn't say it. But even I'm going to say with the Color Purple movie situation, when Taraji came out and basically said they had them, in little trailers and stuff, she was unhappy with the treatment on that movie. It's like now everybody is speaking out how they feel about stuff. Like nobody's keeping stuff under wraps no more.
And it's good because if you think about like how the 90s was ran, it was ran on like secrets and stuff.
Yep, like, secrets, backdoor deals, handshakes under the table and shady dealings. Yeah. But this is the time, like I said, if I was a celebrity and I was into some stuff and I knew I had some stuff going on, I'd be real nervous.
It's not even just celebrities, just like, even at a local level.
Oh my God.
Like here, people have been being exposed.
That's true. That is true. God. Like it's like,
it's everywhere.
It's something in the air. I don't know if it's that even number year, that 2024. It's a very, it's something that I don't know if it's because it's an eclipse this year, a solar eclipse, a total eclipse. I don't know what's going on. But it's something that's like open in the universe that's making people come out with it and just come out with their truth, and like I say, and I'm going to say their truth because, it's multiple sides to a story, but people are now coming out with how they feel.
Yeah.
And they put names on it and they putting dates on it and they putting stamps on it. So, then Monique came out with her interview and told, her truth about, her situation in D.L. Hughley, and then her son came out and told her. It's just like, it's been a year of exposure. Everybody getting exposed left, right, and down the middle, Yep. And Hollywood is shaking. Yeah. Hollywood will never be the same after this year. Will it? No. It won't be the same. Like, it's been so much that's come out and so much that's been exposed. It's like hard to go back. Like you can't go back because how you gonna play ignorant now? The stuff that's been exposed this year, you can never go back and act like you didn't know.
No. But it was long overdue, though. Too many people had too much power in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
And they started to see now that there's no such thing as power from the powers that be, and they can take it from you at any point.
What's that old saying? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes.
This is the thing. And this is why I say I want to be a successful person. I want to be a happy person. I could care less about being a really powerful person. Because with power comes great responsibility. Yes. People don't realize that. It's always looking, even if you one of the people that really been falsely accused, you haven't done nothing to somebody, but it's somebody that want to see you taken down just because you are you, just because you got to that certain point, and that's just something you got to be mindful of too. Like, it don't matter if, like with power, whether you're doing right or you're doing wrong, it's gonna come a day somebody gonna want your head on the platter, and that's just what it is. Okay. That's just what it is. That's how. That's just what it is, y'all. I can't even sugarcoat it. That's just what it is.
Because it's something that everybody wants. Everybody wants their own piece of power.
Yeah, everybody wants that feeling. Everybody wants to be powerful. Like, y'all, even on a micro level, even at jobs. Y'all ever met that person and when they became supervisor, they was different. They was just different. the power got to them. They used to be cool. They used to speak to everybody. They used to talk to everybody. And they get, a certain position. You can't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? They walk through their head in the earth highfalutin.
They become tyrants.
Because the power has made them drunk. Like people get off on power because it's something that most people don't have in their day-to-day lives. And that's why I used to
respect.
Yeah, that's why I used the example about the job, because that we all can think of one person that was a supervisor and they was just horrible. Horrible. They treated everybody like crap. They talked down to people. They thought they was up here and everybody was down there just because of a title. Yep. But then when we go out to that parking lot, get in them cars and drive off, you the same as everybody else on the road.
Ooh. Yeah.
Don't nobody know who you are from Adam or Eve, okay? Nobody cares.
You ain't gonna get no special privileges. Let me over because I'm a supervisor.
Right, right. Back over. It's bumper to bumper traffic. You like, let me over right now. Somebody gonna cuss you clean out. See, that power stuff only works in certain environments. Yep. But the thing with celebrities, why I say it's so dangerous with them, because they have power, money, and influence. So instead of, being the supervisor at the local Quickie Mart, where you just tell somebody, oh, go sweep that floor right now, and they got to go sweep it. If you're a celebrity, you realize quickly everybody got a price. Wow. And that's how stuff goes wrong with celebrities. Everybody has a price. And I say this all the time. Everybody has a price. You just ain't heard yours yet. Wow. I'm going to let that sink in on y'all. Everybody has a price. You just haven't heard yours yet. Okay. Celebrities have realized this a long time ago. They realize the things that most people say no to, it's a certain number that'll make them say yeah. The things that people say, I never do that. It's a certain number that they know gonna make you say yeah. And they have this power, they have this money and influence, they get bored. That leads us to our next topic. Cassie. Ooh. Cassie came out and shook the it seemed like, I swear it seemed like the lawsuit came out at night. Because I remember finna go to bed.
Yeah, I think it did come out.
And I was on TikTok and it was like, oh, boy, Cassie, she done dropped. I'm like, what? I'm talking about every video on TikTok from that point was just like, I'm like, what? So I started deep diving. Y'all, that lawsuit was something else. I'm talking about she went into detail. She gave names. She talked everything you could possibly, and it's sad that, because again, she was young in the industry. Young in the industry. She was like 19, 18 when she got in the industry. And all this stuff that happened to this woman because, again, she was looking for a place.
And the wrong person got their hands on her.
Yes. She was in the industry. She was trying to be successful. And see, that's why I say, again, when I say everybody has a price, she heard her price. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she just, again, and then see with her situation too, she thought she probably was in love with P Diddy, and on top of hearing your price, on top of getting these promises, then add the whole aspect of being in love with this person or thinking that you're in love with this person.
Yeah,
you would do stuff
being young.
You do stuff you never thought you would have done. Yeah. And then when drugs came into play and she was under the influence doing all this stuff, it's just like, it's a lot that went into her lawsuit. It's a lot that went into what's going on now. When she came out with that, a lot of people froze up. If you notice, big celebrities did not speak on when she put that lawsuit out, did they? You know how some celebrities, every time something go on, I can think of a few. T.I., he always got something to say. Every time something happens, there's certain people, they pop out.
Probably shouldn't, because they've been caught up in a few scandals.
I know. It's certain people.
Jog the memory on that.
No, let's just keep it quiet. Because some people come out with a whole dissertation every time. And if you notice, majority of Hollywood didn't say nothing.
No,
not nothing. See,
if we don't say anything, then maybe
because P Diddy is one of them people. If y'all can't tell, that's the next topic we're leading into. But P Diddy is one of them people. He brushed shoulders with everybody because he has so much money, power, and influence.
And it's been that way for a long time.
Yes. So she know a lot because she was with him during them years. She's seen some shady dealings. She know what went on. So if somebody was to speak out and call her a liar, guess what's finna happen to them? That name finna get dropped right in that bucket too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like she holds the trump cards on them, because at any given time, if somebody come against her, she can drop their stuff.
Yeah, because I always say somebody that know too much.
Mm-hmm.
Even people who have like all the power in the world, it's somebody who they confide in, somebody who they did stuff around. Like, it's always somebody that knows.
Oh yeah.
And if they wanted to, they could blow the lid off and stuff.
And that's what happened.
Happens to be that person.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. And when she did that, and she dropped P Diddy, other people got caught up in the crosswinds, because see, when she named him in that lawsuit, then it opened the door for other people to have to answer to why their name was mentioned, and then other people had to answer to why their name was mentioned. Yeah. And then you know what happens when one person is not afraid to come forth? Other people come forth. Which is why I said when Katt Williams did his interview, baby, it opened the door for everybody that been feeling away to come out and say how they've been feeling. It opened the door for people to come out and say, hey, this happened to me, or I was done wrong. I was wronged in this industry. Yeah. It's almost like it was what they call it, I can't think of the phrase people use, like a cattle bill or something. It was something that it's like when he dropped his interview, people just knew it's like, unite, it's just like everybody just came out with their stories.
Tell my story.
Yeah, and I'm like, people should have the right to tell their story. Yeah. And that's what's been happening this year. And it's strange how quiet certain people have been. It's strange how the industry has been really quiet. It's just very strange.
Because everybody's coming out telling their truth, and it's not just about Me Too, it's about everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember the Me Too movement, it was okay, well, people was just worried about stuff in that aspect. Mm-hmm. But what about other forms of like ways that you could come out?
Yeah.
Like comedy. I'm pretty sure people wasn't thinking comedy. When you think about Me Too?
Nope. Nobody probably knew it was that much beef in the comedy world. Nobody knew.
I know I did. That was new to me. That was news to me.
Nobody.
And then when he was saying certain things, and I started paying attention, like, what? I this person right now, right?
Yep.
You start to pay attention. I don't know. You can see like the ugly sides of certain people. Like, I really didn't like how Mike Epps was acting. It was just
didn't either.
Oh my gosh, that was ugly. Like, that was.
Yeah, you mad at Shannon Sharp? You mad at Katt? Well, you mad at everybody but yourself.
So I could kind of see what Katt was talking about. He didn't even mention him, so I can't even see what he's talking about.
He literally glossed right over him.
He wanted to be relevant.
He wanted to be, he said, I wanted my name to be dropped so I could get some of this, ride the wave too, because everybody that got mentioned, basically it kind of opened the door for them people start checking for him again. Like, oh, he said, people you ain't thought of in 20 years, Faison Love, you ain't thought of him since Money Talks.
I never seen a person that wanted to be exposed, but okay.
Again, these days, clout, it don't matter if it's good, bad, or ugly. People just want it. Yeah. It really don't matter what they say. People just want to be mentioned. People y'all ain't got to mention me. I'm gonna tell you that now. You ain't got to mention me. I'm one of the people, clout don't move me, because there's a lot that comes with it.
It is.
Mm-hmm. And boy, that stuff that came out about P Diddy. Oh my God.
Other people caught a few strays too.
Who?
Come on. You already know.
Lord, they start mentioning everybody relate. They mentioned Big Reach. They mentioned everybody that was around this man. And like I always say, I hope for the best but expect the worst. I really hope a lot of them people wasn't mixed up in that stuff. Now, we all know P Diddy. See, if you grew up a 90s baby, 80s, 90s baby, you heard about the story about P Diddy. You remember he was running around with J-Lo in them streets.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of stuff. How else people getting this stuff?
Mm-hmm. P Diddy Bad Boys label and stuff. That wasn't just the name. No, that just wasn't the name of the label.
Back there, was it just
Death Row Records? Come on, y'all. Like, we know, because we was 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard the story. You knew how them celebrities was. Mm-hmm. P Diddy was not the man you want to cross. He was not that guy that you could play with. And see, Brother Love. I'm like, who's Brother?
People try to make themselves to appear like softer and friendlier these days, just because of how the climate is. Yeah, how people like sometimes hold people foot to the fire, but
and then he just done got old too.
These people were never nice people.
No, he became Brother Love when he became a senior citizen. He was not Brother. He was Puff Daddy. What was it? Puff Daddy, P Diddy. He changed his name. So That's somebody else. Sean Combs was him. He was Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Sean Combs, but he called himself, so it wasn't it like, so I don't know.
Diddy Bop?
No, it was some. That's what he called his dance move. Yeah. But now it's like Brother Love.
Yeah.
It's not Carter, it's Sean Carter. But yeah.
What the heck is Brother Love though?
When he started calling himself Brother Love, I'm like, is he said, like, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke.
Can't nobody call themselves Brother Love? Like that
and I'm like, this ain't never been this man's
MO.
Yeah, it ain't never been his image, his MO, nothing. But it's like, again, like when society started changing and, climate change, he knew he couldn't run around like old Puff Daddy back from the 90s, He had to soften that image up, to attract millennials and the younger people like Carisha now. Because, see, back then, P Diddy was rough around the edges. He was into a lot of stuff. I even remember when his artist came out, said he didn't pay him. He owned all their rights to their music and wouldn't pay him. Wouldn't sign it over.
Cheesecake. What?
I mean, I'm telling you, like, we knew. So when it came out, I wasn't really surprised. Like, people was like, he's not a bad guy. I'm like, that's not what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it really didn't shock me. But what did surprise me, I'm not gonna say shocked, because I just was surprised at how quiet the industry stayed. Nobody really held his feet to the fire. You got Stevie J getting on social media every day crying.
They just did a reel with like New Jack City, and they put Stevie J face on there. Mm-hmm. The lady who said, "Back off, Grandpa." They had her Young Miami.
Oh, God.
And they had Diddy, of course, as
It seemed like that though, like, but y'all, like, I'm like, it just the silence in the industry, and like Stevie J Stevie, just be quiet at this point.
I think he don't want to get exposed to something.
But you need to be as quiet as possible. Stop getting on social media every day talking about playing gospel music, singing and crying to it and stuff.
He what?
He was playing gospel music, singing along to it and stuff, and I'm like, dude, like, you make yourself look real.
He like, maybe if I stay close to God.
You make yourself look real crazy at this point. Just be quiet. Right. Just be quiet, because you make yourself look way worse. So, it's like this, and we only in April. Yeah. I'm afraid to see what the rest of the year got, y'all. I'm telling you, because the exposure has been real. Like, stuff just been coming out about people, and, the Nickelodeon
kids. Oh my God.
That was crazy. Like, I'm like, but you know what? If you really think about the industry, it's not that surprising.
No.
I mean, I don't know if a lot of y'all will know what I'm talking about when I say the Shirley Temple movies. Those movies, if you look back on it, they were very twisted. They got this little girl in a little tutu style dress, none but little legs showing, and dancing and singing like seductive songs to grown men. It's like the industry has been weird.
I looked at it from my adult eyes. I'm like, okay.
Like, and they was her love interest in the movie, and then she was always saved by some older man. So it was just, the industry has been a weird place for a long time. But like I said, it's just now starting to come out, the things that's been going on. And like I said, I just hope for everybody's sake that they stayed above water and they stayed clean out of this stuff, because everybody seemed like their time is just is boom, 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 just coming. Mm-hmm. So, this year started off with a bang, and I'm pretty sure it's going to end with one.
Yeah, it just keep going. I mean, it really didn't end with the whole Katt Williams.
No.
It's been and then the whole Risa Tease, how she exposed.
Oh, my goodness. Like, yeah, I'm talking about, it's like been exposure nation. Like, anything you could expose about.
And she wasn't even famous, but that stuff popped. It's like,
yeah, we was glued to them dang on TikToks. Well, how long they said it was? Like, a total of
80 parts, yeah.
Man. And she done got deals and everything just because she told her story.
For her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she keep being sponsors for different stuff. But it's just like everybody, it's just
people
telling their story.
Stories.
Oh my goodness. Everybody telling their story, and it's just like this year has just been one of major exposure. Like everything is just coming out in the wash. Like the shady dealings that's been going on, the different things that people have been mixed up in. And like I said, if you've been into some, just be quiet. And Stevie, you need to stop getting on there crying and singing them gospel songs every day. If you're gonna sing your gospel, do it off of social media. Okay. If you're gonna do your prayers and everything, don't take it to social media for somebody start mentioning you next. You know, like I say, because I don't know how much more of this exposing I can handle.
Okay.
Shoot, I'm just clutching my purse. I'm like, Lord, please don't let it be none of my faves. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people trying to find dirt on everybody. Yeah. Like everybody, they literally are like, oh, who got something else? Who got something else?
Yeah. People need it now.
And like I say, if you truly have been doing dirty stuff to people, if you truly have been involved in some of that stuff they say P Diddy was doing, you know, then that's for the courts to decide, and everybody got their time. But
it just goes to show you don't get by with nothing.
No.
Even if you're powerful.
Exactly. But, you know, it's just like I say, if you listen, y'all, if y'all been into some stuff, go ghost. Don't be on social media. Don't be trying to show no support for him. Just go quiet. People might forget about you. The person that was finna mention your name might not mention it. But if you come out talking, I guarantee you somebody gonna be mentioning you next. So that's what I say. It's been a wild ride of a year, and we only in April.
Yeah.
We ain't even hit the halfway mark yet.
No. And everybody's getting exposed.
Lord. The age of Aquarius, I'm telling you, it's something in the air this year.
What does that even mean, the age of Aquarius?
You know, I don't know. I know that's what people call it. I don't know if it got to do with the zodiac signs or, you know, if it got to do with, it probably got to do with the zodiacs and the calendar. That's why I'm wondering, like, is it something going on with this specific year that is causing all these things to become unraveled? You know, like stuff that's been a well-kept secret for decades. Is now like public news. Like everybody know about it. Yeah. CNN even talking about this stuff. I'm like, dang. So, it's like I say, buckle up. Katt Williams, we need part 2 on Club Shay Shay. We need some more. No, I'm just kidding. But we definitely want to just get on here and touch on the different things that's been going on, and just how this year it's been exposing a lot of people. And that's why I say, it's like, if you've been doing wrong, especially for long periods of time, this is the year that it's just coming out in the wash. Like everything is being said. So I hope for everybody's sake that they keeping it clean and they ain't been up in this mess. But, you know, I'm shaking in my little boots a little bit for real. I don't want to hear nothing about none of my faves. I don't. Please, y'all, don't be out there mixed up in that mess. That's why my grandma. Don't be in that mess. But that's it for us. You got anything to add?
No, not really. It's just, you know, it's about time, it's due time. And, you know, what you do in the dark always comes to light.
Look, Glorilla said at the end of the day got an end. Oh, see, and then I said, this girl's a fool. At the end of the day,
she said that on Club Shay Shay too.
The day got an end. That's why, because she said it on CNN. Girl, it made national headlines the next day. I
can't believe she got on TV.
Yeah, she did. I even got a news alert. I'm like, what is this? But yeah, at the end of the day, the day got an end. So we just gonna keep on rolling. Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next time. In the meantime, let us know what y'all think about all this exposing that's been going on. Do you think it's true? Do you think there's any merits to it? Who you think will be next? Do you see it in your day-to-day life? You know, is Johnny down the street that got exposed? Like, what's going on? But we'll catch up with y'all next time. Peace.
This has been the Two Moody Chicks podcast.
Be sure to tune in next week to hear more from your favorite sister duo.
And check out our social media and YouTube channel for more moody content.